What's good, superstars? Back with another live stream video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Bones in the building. How's it going, Bones?
Good, how are you? Boom, block, 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 punch, block,
Oh,
punch,
I thought
punch,
I got you early. I thought I got you early
okay.
with the flight. You were doing some kind of flexing or pointing or something going on, and I just got in there early. But then you actually came back with a barrage, I would call it. So Bones. Let's first say, guys, if you're new here, don't forget to become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we go live. This is like rare. We haven't gone live in quite a while. But I think it's time to interact with superstars in a live format. Bones, thanks so much for being here. You guys can also become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button under the video. We do giveaways every single month. We're going to have one in a week here for a star in the universe. The other giveaways at the end of the month are going to be a little bit delayed for when Rob comes back, just because he's master of the spreadsheet. But it will still all be snapshot and everything on time. He's still doing that. So, but yeah, I mean, Bones, how you doing? If you guys don't know Bones, I know you guys all do, but he has a YouTube channel, Bones B NFT. What's going on, Bones?
Pretty good, just relaxing on a nice Sunday. We'll talk about the Stormtrooper drop. I actually missed the drop. I was going to go for the Stormtrooper drop. I missed it because guess what? I actually went out with real people to a birthday party. I had a few drinks and
at 11 a.m. And
I woke up. I think it was like around like 12:30 or 1 p.m. Eastern. So I woke up and I was like, oh yeah, the drop was today. I missed that one, and it sold out, didn't it?
It did. It sold out very quickly. I did a video on it. I said it was the perfect drop for VV when we first came out. And I did think it would sell out, because you got to buy a couple of these if you're going to be having a Stormtrooper army, right? So that kind of brings down that total mint size from 15,000 to really how many people have 5 to 10 of them. So if you each have 5, you're really looking at like 3,000 mint size, which is not too crazy compared to the stuff that we have. And if you have 10, it brings it down even more. So as expected, it sold out. The price is holding up, which I'm pretty shocked. I thought it would be holding around. I guess, what's it at? Is it around market? Let's check.
Last time I saw it was like 11 gems or 12.
14 right now. So
14.
It was,
okay.
Yeah, so it's moving up. People are holding them. It's a hodl, it seems like. I want to see how it performs after a couple of other banger drops come out. Like we're going to see Gwen Stacy coming out next week. So that might, if you remember back in the good old days, there was that gem squeeze. Everybody knew about the gem squeeze. You don't buy until the next drop comes, because that drop tanks the market prices for everything else, because the eyes shift from one to the next. So after a couple big drops, maybe we'll see a little bit of a gem squeeze on it, but maybe we won't. I mean, people may be just stacking their armies up to have insane Stormtrooper armies in the VVverse and in their showroom. I already seen amazing videos and pictures of all that. So actually, let me show one right now, because longtime superstar gets a lot of credit here. Jimbo Lilingo on the beach. First of all, I don't know where you are, but I am super jealous. It looks like he's in a very warm, nice place in this video. I don't know if you saw this, Bones.
I did. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of these pictures and videos. Of course, you're going to see all these pictures of Stormtroopers. This is what it's for right now. This is to make crazy displays and crazy videos in AR. And I love how I actually found this out late, how to drop more than one collectible in AR. I actually didn't know what to do for the longest time. I think it was who does those like amazing videos. He actually did a tutorial on how to do it. He does like those crazy AR videos, and he like edits them.
Oh, Mr. Falcon.
Mr. Falcon. Falcon. Shout out to Mr. Falcon, because he was the one who actually taught me how to put multiple collectibles in AR.
Yeah, he's a great value add for the space. 100%. Love watching it. His kid was in the most recent one with the Stormtrooper, so he's having a little bit of family fun now, and that's what it's all about. I mean, VV, their biggest utility right now is that AR feature, as you can see in this video, and the fact that you are able to put in more than one object. And at this point, it looks like he has 20 here. I don't know how many Stormtroopers are in this video here, but it looks like it's pretty seamless. And it's pretty cool. And it looks like they're all like timed at the same time. I did see other ones where they were shooting at different times and that, but when they're all in unison, it almost reminds you of the movies and gives you that I don't know. I've been on the ride at Disney World, and they're all standing there doing the same thing. Like it's an epic feeling, right? So very cool to see. I did feel like, and I still feel like VV did leave some money on the table when it came to this drop. I think that they could have sold more of these. But it is what it is. Maybe they're going to do different ones with different poses, maybe a little bit of a different, I don't know what they call them, the like packs on them where they look a little bit different from the different movies where they got different things going on. So maybe that will help to bring more supply into the market for people who maybe wanted them. But I think they look cool, and I'm really loving this. I think there's and first the other thing that I thought about when this came out was like, what else can Vivi do this with? Because this is a great way to get some excitement into the app by having these armies of things. And the first one that pops in my mind is like minions, because you watch like minions and you just see like thousands of minions, and just imagine you just had a million minions in your collectibles. So I think these types of larger items, larger mint sizes, that I think the large mint sizes goes well with things that actually are meant to be large in numbers, right?
100%. Because when do we see a 15,000K run? You know, mint. What was it? That this one was 15,000, and then how much was the secret rare? Was it 500?
Yeah, like 501, I think.
Yeah. When would you see that sell out like that? Except for this, we have been waiting for the Stormtroopers on Vivi to do this exact thing. And yeah, they could have done more mints, and it would have sold out. I think they could have done 20,000. I think it would have sold out still. To be honest.
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't even think people would have complained if there was like unlimited mint in this one, right? Like you just like leave it in the store. Put it out there for like $5, leave it in the store, and just let people buy it whenever they want. Because think about it, the more people you got doing things like this, because this thing here, this catches attention. You put a video out there with hundreds of these in a place where other people are, and then they can be like, "What the heck is going on? How do you have all these Stormtroopers on in a stadium on the field?"
Yeah.
During the game, like imagine like at a football game, and you just put them all down, and then you got the guy running around IRL, but there's Stormtroopers like trying to block and stuff like that. Like that's what comes to my mind here. So I think really cool to see. I hope that they do more things where you're buying like items that are meant to be in crowds like this, because I think this is really cool, really fun way of utility. I guess this is utility at the end of the day, because it's something you can't do IRL, where you're going to get 25 Stormtroopers and take a picture with them.
It's true, and it's pretty cool in AR. The lighting, I think the Rain Core. Is that what it's called? The Rain Core. When I saw the Stormtroopers, they were behind and they were shooting, and it was the light of the lasers were reflecting off of the other collectible. So you could see the lasers shooting, and the Rain Cores was like red. So it actually interacts. You can see like interactions with the lighting. So it's actually more advanced AR than we think.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I've never seen that before. So is that like if they're shooting the one in front of them, you can see it on the back of? Oh, that's
yeah.
cool.
So like if you have an item that is in the front, and they're shooting,
it knows where to stop.
But you'll see the red like glow of the laser on the next collectible if there anything around it too.
That's cool. I wonder if that's like a showroom upgrade, or if that's a collectible thing. Like I think it would be more of the showroom, right? Like the way that the lighting works in there.
Well, no, it was actually in AR. So
in AR.
It was actually in AR that this was happening. I'm pretty sure the video was AR. We should find this video.
Very cool.
Who it was? I forget who it was.
Anyway, shout out to Jimboli Lingo. That's a nice video. That was one of my favorites that I saw today. I haven't been too much on Twitter, but this one caught my eye right away. I think because he tagged us, so very cool. So what do you guys think in the chat here? Let's say what's up to the chat quickly, and then we'll jump on to the next one, which is going to be the Gwen Stacy. But I wanted to talk about Stormtroopers with you guys for a bit. D, one and only, thank you for being here. I saw you guys live earlier. I wasn't able to go on. I think the WebV was going live today. So I think it was like their fourth time or something like that was live. Very cool to see them all get together. Lalo, welcome. Thank you for being here. From the Discord, I believe, Lalo Mendoza. So thank you for being here. I got two, one 4-digit, one 5-digit. Yeah, I mean, I saw something that MC posted that he was talking about how the mint number could be like their serial number from like the movie.
TK?
Like they all have their TK tags or whatever. Yeah. So that was pretty. I like that. That was a cool spin on things.
That's cool.
We got VV fans. I got a secret rare and sold it for 400. We'll buy my army of commons when the prices come.
There you go.
VV fans got the plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kryptoni, I got 5. The masses are slowly but surely adopting digital ownership via blockchain. Very soon, 15,000 editions will see super low. I mean, they were super low not too long ago, like 2 years ago, right? So if we can get back to that type of pandemonium when it comes to the NFT market, of course, it will seem that way. I think right now, actually, we're still overall sentiment in the NFT space has not caught wind like meme or crypto right now. It could be lagging. I don't know. It just seems as though there hasn't been that one event that makes NFTs kind of stand out again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like NFTs, they say, are always the last to follow. You know, if there's a bull one in crypto, and NFTs right now are like dead to me right now. Like the markets are slow. You know, I'm still buying a bunch of stuff in all different projects, but like, yeah, like the markets are slow. And again, when like 2 years ago, when we were seeing these mints and we're saying, oh, these 15, 20K, 30K mints, we're like, oh man, when the masses come, this is nothing, right? But now look at the mints we're seeing under 1,000 mints. We're seeing collectibles that are 500 mints, 300 mints that are still like 20, 30 gems now. That if back then, like 2 years ago, these things would be thousands of gems. Any collectible that was 300, 500 mints, instantly no less than 1,000 gems. So it's crazy to see how things evolve. So hopefully, you know, in the next year or so, these mints are 15,000 is nothing. It really is nothing in the grand scheme of things, right?
Mm-hmm. And I think imagine like even you were able to get the eyeballs that are looking at the crypto market right now. In general, like some of these meme coins that have no business having eyeballs on them, they're popping just because they're popping. Not necessarily the type of growth that you want to see when it comes to this stuff, though, right? So I think organic's a little bit better, and maybe we have to start to see like an IRL use case of NFTs for them to kind of change the way that they're viewed. Like right now, like imagine like you were buying your home and you had to get the deed and it was NFT, or you had to like certain types of technology, like adopting this technology for IRL might be something that has to happen first before we start to see people trust that it's that it's different than what it goes by right now, right? Because there's so much, there's so many scams out there when it comes to NFTs that there's a lot of people turned off, and that's because a lot of people just want to make money. They come into the space, they want to make money. They don't do the research. They don't read about the project. They just say, oh, this one went up. Oh, this one's going up. Let me jump on. And you see it in the stock market. You see it everywhere. People always like to jump on the nice, shiny, hot thing. And a lot of people who've been here, they've been here a while, not necessarily doing that anymore when it comes to NFT. So it's harder to kind of see the prices appreciate without it being something that's like a pump and then or like a coordinated effort, or something that's really, really scarce that is easier for that price to fluctuate. So I think IRL use case of NFT is like should be high priority for some of these projects. And I know they're trying to sell their own product and they're trying to bring users into their own space by getting utility, gamification, decorating your showrooms, these types of things. But maybe some of the focus should be on educating the masses in terms of other things that people are familiar with, rather than selling an NFT project. And I don't know who's going to do it. I don't know how they do that, if it's somehow convincing governments or what they got to do. But right now, I see it a lot on the socials that like anytime anybody posts a partnership, we've seen Cryptoid and NASCAR do a partnership, and those comments were littered from NASCAR people. Yeah, scams. All NFT projects are scams. So that's got to change.
And I agree with you. There has to be a way for more people to enter the space. NFTs have to do something, and they have to be useful. You know what I mean? They can't just, of course, people come into the space, they see, you know, the big IPs, and they, you know, they're attracted to Mickey Mouse and stuff like that. But the majority of the people, they say, okay, that's good, but what can I do with it? Is it useful to me? There needs to be a use case for it, right? Like Mark Cuban, I know he was doing his tickets where he was saying he was going to do it. I don't know if he did it as NFTs, right? For his games. And then you could, you know, trade them. They're like a memorabilia. They're like a collectible that you could trade. And then if you have a ticket, you could always recycle that ticket for other events too, right? So you have ownership of the ticket. And then for another event, he could say, hey, if you have this ticket, then you can claim entry to this other event. And you could also sell the ticket, right? So this is like an easy use case that you could use it for. Buying and selling vehicles, right? Like you said, buying and selling vehicles, you can sell anywhere around the world. There has to be a use case for it. And I know that it's fun to put, you know, your collectibles in AR, but it's right now it's not enough. And I think gaming is going to be one of the biggest factors in mass adoption, because, you know, there's tons of gamers, console gamers, computer gamers, and it's easy to just all of a sudden you have an NFT that's like a skin and you don't even know that it's an NFT, right? Mm-hmm. So
I think what you just mentioned there with Mark Cuban, that's a really good one. Like imagine that you're going to games or you're the Dallas Mavericks, you're trying to get people into your stadium. It might not be a team that is like Dallas is doing well. They probably sell out most of their games, but if there's a team that may be struggling a little bit, maybe you do your tickets as an NFT, and then if you have, it's almost like you go to the store like Dunkin' Donuts and you stamp your card kind of thing. You get 10 stamps, you get a free coffee. Maybe you go to 5 games and then you get access to a t-shirt or something like that, like something where people can connect the dots and understand what the proof of ownership actually means. So, I mean, first of all, that's another great example. Why not do that at the coffee shop? Like you own an NFT every time you come by, or there's like co-ops or something like that you pick one up every time that you go by, you scan something, puts it in your wallet. Then at the end of the day, you show your card, that's your digital collectibles or something like that. And then you redeem it for something like I think that's the way to do it. Without this way, you're preventing people from like transferring their cards around so that every time somebody buys a coffee, they just get one card, and then, you know what I mean?
You could do like a roll up the rim, like at Tim Hortons, and then you scan that little QR code in there, and it gives you like a POAP or even an NFT, and then you redeem a certain amount, and then it gives you stuff. You know,
or McDonald's, like that. The McDonald's Happy Meal,
right?
The Monopoly.
Monopoly.
You scan the thing instead of peeling those stickers off, and then it fills up your board automatically. Like,
but again, it has to be done smart, because people that listen to this conversation right now, they're non-NFTs, are like, I don't want that. That's just too much. So
you gotta hide it. It's gotta be
I know. But that's the thing, is that we're saying, okay, you're gonna have NFTs and not know it's NFTs, but we don't want to like really trick people. That's not the point. That's what the point of tricking you into say you're gaming and you have an NFT. We don't know you have an NFT, right?
But what I meant is like the wallets and stuff like that. It's gotta be something that you don't know it's in a wallet. Like how Vivi's doing it, that's cool. Cryptos are all doing it where you don't know that you have a wallet. The hope is eventually that you have that interoperability where you can bring it into your wallet if you choose to. But I feel like understanding that technology is what's behind it, because the way it will work is like you're going to claim your prize, and say you scan one, your friend scan one, whatever. You're not going to be able to share that information or whatever between multiple people. It will be something that you have to prove that you own, and I think just that proving that you own something, it could still be called NFTs, like it could be called whatever. But I think in terms of the use case, like there's still that barrier to entry when it comes to wallets and 12 keys, the seed phrases and all that stuff. Like it's got to be simpler than that, because it's still there's still a barrier to entry to the entire space. Nothing to do with anybody else here, right?
It's true. It's going to be hard to believe that in the next 5 to 10 years, maybe longer, that you're going to be writing down your seed phrase on a piece of paper. Like how many people that have like 20 seed phrases, because you have all these different blockchains and all these different, even just MetaMask wallets, you know, you have like a minting seed phrase, you have a seed phrase for gaming. And I know you can do multiple accounts on the one seed phrase, but like a lot of people like to spread it out, right? So are we going to be writing down these seed phrases forever? I don't know. Like I said, I think we are in the MS-DOS stages of crypto right now. I don't think we're ever going to start. We're seeing all the back end stuff, you know, when we see like signing the transaction and stuff. It has to be simpler, right? We were like on MS-DOS, we were like putting in codes and slashes and everything. And then all of a sudden Microsoft came out with an operating system. Apple came out with an operating system. So it's going to take a big company to come out with a nice clean operating system for MetaMask, or just for a wallet in general, so that it's something simple, right? And it has to be smart. It has to be, again, done smart in a good way.
Well, look at the LimeWire, the Napster, right? That was all out there. It was a little bit messy. Sometimes you download something on LimeWire and it was like, this is the US government. You're going to be arrested in 3 minutes. And then you had Apple Music come on and Spotify, and like these bigger companies put together legitimate things that people were able to understand easily and simply. So I think you're right. I think we're kind of in that transitionary phase right now. We're seeing a lot of new projects popping up, and the IP is interested. It looks like it's on multiple projects now as well. So just a matter of time. I think right now it's almost like a giant beta test where everybody is just testing out different things and seeing what works, what doesn't work, and then they put the hammer down when they're ready. They're like, hey, this is working. This is how we're going to go. We might not be there right now. But we might not they might not be happy with everything that they see yet. They might like the money that's coming in, but maybe not something there that they can see that they could do on their own yet. So it's going to be curious to see. But yeah, Cryptoni, that was a great comment. You made us go on for a little bit.
I know. That was...
We got Richard with the bones in the chat. I love that. I like you got the little emoji now too.
Yeah.
You got a superstar money. You got your mug. I don't even got one. I got the Starbucks still. Rob never bought me one. So that's a pretty limited mug. Nice one, VV fans. Yeah, I need a mug. Exactly. Hashtag this for me as well. Mugs over hugs. I don't know about that one. I like me some hugs. Mug life. Oh, you guys are killing it in the chat.
Oh, nice.
Yo, Daily. So big time supporter. Also big into Pinnacle. He's got the horse from Toy Story as his PFP on Discord, and also was one to point out about the Android. Actually, that teaser I was showing you before the stream. That was Daily pointed that out to us. So shout out to him or her. I don't know if you're a boy or girl, but anyways, it was cool to see Pinnacle actually responding to not directly responding to the video, but we put out a video saying like, Pinnacle, what's going on? Like, talk to your community. Next day they put out a teaser. So I'd like to take credit for it, but I can't. Yeah, the Stormtroopers, they look good. I think I'll pull this up again. We'll give Jimbo Lee Lingo some more airtime here.
Looks good. It looks good in AR. Like, these look solid for sure.
They look good. They're smooth. They're able to be put, like, look at them. He even sized them right. Like, I don't know if they come out that size in AR, if you have to scale them up, but they look like real IRL size. The shadowing, everything there. So yeah, looking dope. So we could keep that up for a bit while we talk. Oh, there he is. There you go. Perfect timing. I got a feeling this Stormtrooper Secret Rare will do something wild in a few days. The reason why is whales know people panic sell if prices don't climb right away. So give it a few days. Secret Rare will be $400. Wasn't it? Didn't it come out the gates at 400?
I'm not sure.
Isn't that someone just said that? VV fans sold it for 400 off the bat. Did he say that?
Oh yeah. Did he say three or 400 or something?
Yeah. No, you might be right. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it plays out. The VV market, it doesn't surprise me ever. Like, certain things, they catch momentum. People get into one thing, like the Avengers Tower when there was the VVverse hype. Like, that's an example, right? The uphold. I have, for whatever reason, now I have like 7 or 8 Avengers Towers.
Yeah.
Fro Komi went on a stream.
Do you remember that?
Talking about it, and I just bought them all.
Dude, we were on this. I was on the stream, and then you left the stream, and then you said you're like buying all these, and I'm like, what? And we look, and like the price pumped. You single-handedly pumped that tower, and we were all laughing.
I tried selling one at like 100 something, and nobody bought it. So I think I might have one up there for like 80. I don't even know if it's up there still.
I think the last time I saw it was like 80 or 90 gems. I think.
I was trying to flip it into what did I try to buy the other day? I bought a couple things because like Joker FA was like super low, so I picked one up, and then did I pick up a Wonder Woman FA? I can't remember. Like, they're bigger mint sizes, so whatever. But like, big IP, big character, right?
That Jim Lee Joker, the FA, is one that I've always watched, and I've always wanted one, and I forgot about that. That's one I should revisit. Yeah,
that's my 2 most recent purchases.
Nice, yeah, the 2 FAs there.
Getting some DC in my life.
There we go.
What's up, Ferdinand? He's on. We got him on the X. So how's it going? Guri, nice to see you. Oh, and on YouTube. So Ferdinand's giving us double the views.
Nice.
Appreciate that. They probably click through. Like, sometimes I do that. I go on X. I'm watching. I'm like, no, I don't like to talk over here. Jump onto YouTube.
Yeah,
bro. Speaking of you, speak of the devil. My catalyst for Avengers Towers, Up Houses, Battlestar Galactica. What else did I buy on that stream? I went off because of him. So
that's funny.
Shout out to you. Art Heart, how you doing? Art Heart, the catalyst between me selling or never buying Spider Girls and other collectibles because. But yeah, a lot of fun. The fam is fun. That's the best part about this.
Yeah.
Superstars, rocket, red, countdown, lift off. So we're lifting off. Some kind of rocket ships are happening right now.
Okay.
We got superhero. Yeah. Superheroes. This is about my buys. I think that's about the buys. Disney Pinnacle will surprise a lot of people. They have announced IRL use case already on the roadmap. I feel like it has early Top Shot vibes, but better. All the early limited edition pins will be very valuable. So the one thing that I noticed with Pinnacle is that they have kind of copycatted the way that physical pins are labeled and stuff like that. So when I went to Disney World, I would see limited edition, and they have their separate limited edition drops. They also have edition drops that they call open edition, same as they're calling them on Pinnacle. So there's a lot of like parallels between IRL and digital. So that makes me hopeful. I really hope that one of these companies is able to bridge the gap when it comes to like implementation into like mainstream mass marketing. And to me, being in a Disney park is mass marketing. That's something that hundreds of thousands of people walk through weekly, and It's going to be under their nose, and everybody, you walk into a Disney bubble and you are buying everything. Like you don't understand the thing. I'm bought a wand that shoots bubbles out for my daughter. Like it's crazy. The things that you buy that you would never buy if you were here. Right. So it's insane, the kind of grip that they have. And when it comes to limited edition and people's favorite characters and something that there's Disney has like thousands of YouTube channels with like hundreds of thousands of viewers because people love to hear what different people think. They also love fandom, and that's something like I think that, so like the whole VV Comics thing, very cool that Marvel is adopting it and pushing it. And if they continue to push it through their website, that would be another example of ways that mass marketing would be happening, right? So I think something where you're actually in person, physical pins, can't get them unless you have something like that. It kind of goes back to our earlier point where we're talking about NFT technology to catalyst something else. So like you go to a game, if you went to 5 games that year, you can get a jersey or something like that. You go to the coffee shop, you buy 10 coffees, you get 10 digital NFTs. You show, or you transfer those NFTs maybe into a wallet, and they send you something in your email. I don't know, like that type of deal. I feel like similar type vibes if they're able to implement into the parks. And imagine you're just going up to like, this is pin traders. They go there and they just trade pins all day. They don't even go on the rides. They walk in the park. There's booths. There's places you can go with your portfolio. You sit there. You open your portfolio. It's like a flea market. And people walk up to you and they're like, "Oh, I like that pin. I like that pin." They do this, right?
Pin traders. So there's pin traders in the park. So
you can trade with people, or you can go to the park and you can go up to like a cast member, and they have to trade with you. So if you say, "I like that pin on a cast member," you say, "I want that one. Here's this ugly pin." They have to do it. So
really?
And apparently, like sometimes people even can trade fakes in for real ones. So like it makes you hesitant to want to trade with the cast members because they have to say yes to everything.
What?
But the other thing though, like imagine you're in like one of those shops that sells the pins, and there's pins that you can't buy because you don't have access to this app, or you don't have this way of going. And they go in there. People go in there the first day limited. Every week they drop limited edition pins, physical IRL. So imagine you go into the pin store. And you go to that case. They have a special case too. They lock it up because people, right? Or they put them behind the cash. And they get there, and they're diehards. They get there, and they're like, "I want that one. I want that one. I want that one." And then they like limit how many you can buy and stuff like that. But imagine there's one they can't buy, unless that they take part in this. That's the people that you want in this. Like the people who are they're still gonna want the IRL pin over the digital. They're not gonna care about the digital. It's kind of similar to like the Funko drops. There's a lot of Funko people who don't want the NFT, but they do it because. But I feel like that's a great way to introduce people to the NFTs and how it works. So,
and that's, you know what, that's something right there. I am a huge Funko collector, and I have not dabbled in the Funko NFT. Why haven't I? I don't know. It's actually strange. I'm in a lot of things, but I haven't even, I need to look. I don't know why. That's a good,
maybe the marketing's not there. Maybe it's something that you haven't liked one of the drops. I feel like, were you around when that first Ninja Turtle drop came out? Like, were you aware of it?
Yeah, I think so. Was that in 2022?
It was a couple of years ago. I remember Sean from Comics and Crypto put us onto it after it already happened. He's like, "Oh, look what I got." I was like, "Oh, how'd you do that?" But I didn't know about it. That would have been one that would interested me. Since then, they've done like a lot of spin-offs and a lot of different. I don't know what you would call it. Like the Harry Potter one came out, and it wasn't just like Harry Potter standing there. They're always doing something different.
I saw them. Yeah, they're like cool. They're all animated and everything, and then you can like claim a physical. Didn't you get like a physical?
I got a physical in the Harry Potter drop. I got the dragon, so we'll see what happens. That you got to claim it though. Like they make you get the NFT, and then there's a claiming period at some point. It's like 5 or 6 months after the fact.
Oh,
but
nice. What was on that last comment? What was the they announced an IRL use case already on roadmap?
I don't know. I think it might just be generic what it says in the roadmap, like that they have plans for IRL use case. But maybe daily you can shed some more light on that. In the meantime, maybe when Bones is talking, I can try and look up something in the background. But if you have a shortcut for us,
there we go. Yeah, there
you go. He's asking the same question. Did you go for the drop today? I didn't. You know what? I would have went for it actually if I was on my phone at the time. I was out and about with the fam, but. Yeah, I mean, when I looked at the app, there were like 7-8 gems. I should have bought them, but I was like literally driving. I'm like, I'm not gonna stop driving and figure it out. I also didn't know if they would go lower because it's such a high mint edition. So I was just like kind of waiting the market out, and it did backfire a little bit. But like I said, now my plan is to just wait a couple premium drops to come out where people have a lot of interest, because I feel like if you're looking at your collection, you're trying to get those gems. to put into the next drop, you're gonna look, what do I have 6 of? What do I have 7 of? Right? That might be the Stormtroopers that
True.
go by the wayside. Maybe in the near term, until the next time that somebody does something really cool with a whole bunch of Stormtroopers, and then the hype comes back. Like, that's the type of game we're in now, right?
True. And I had a lazy Sunday. I went to a party last night. I woke up late, and I slacked. But I do want to eventually grab one. I think, is it going to go higher? I don't know. Will it go below? I think I'll wait and see.
You know what? I haven't gone for much in terms of NFTs and any project in a while. We got the Sorcerer Mickey on Cryptoids. We I don't even know the last one. I know you went for some stuff on McFarlane the other day.
Yeah, McFarlane. I'm still doing McFarlane. You know, I'm enjoying those collectibles. They had the exotic Catwoman that came out. If you had the epic, I believe it's the epic, and the legendary, you were able to claim the exotic and purchase the exotic. So I got that one. I got the Todd, right? They had the Todd McFarlane collectible. So I bought that too. And I know they announced, I don't have any of, oh, Joe, you should look into this. So I don't have any of the dragons, but there is a special dragon claim. If you look, if you have a dragon, you're able to, I think, purchase, or you're gonna get a free one, a free dragon.
I like free stuff.
Yeah, double check.
I think I have a Komodo. I think.
Yeah, double check and see. I think it's like
we've given away a bunch of stuff too. So McFarlane, I get so confused. What's
yeah, I know. I'm just like, I'm kind of behind on some of the projects. I'm just in so many things, but I know
that's the problem.
I know, dude. It's insane. From like 2 months ago now, because of Nifty, because I'm playing Nifty Island. I am in. I joined like 12 new projects just from Nifty Island. So now I'm just like all over the place, and it's hard to keep up. Clearly, because I'm like 100+ things. But I think it's like Series 8 dragon.
Yeah, is that this thing? Okay, sorry, I have my screen here. I'm not sharing you. Hold on. Let's flick at it quickly here.
There we go.
Series 8. So they're already for $100 or 100 Matic. Matic's like around $1 now, so you can actually say like, $100.
Yeah, I think
but it doesn't tell you like the rules.
In the Discord, I think there's an announcement saying like if you have 2 of them, you can.
Where's Video Shane?
There's like a promo code. I forget. Yeah, again, because I saw the dragons, and I know I didn't have any of the dragons, so I didn't. Yeah.
No, I definitely need to start checking out McFarlane a little bit more. Like I told you, it's been so much stuff that I'm overwhelmed. Like I don't know where to look. I feel like, does any of you guys in the chat feel like that, where you're just like, I don't know which side to look at. Where am I looking? What am I buying? What's the best opportunity? I mean, it's just now it's almost like these projects, they got to stand out with whatever they put down and get attention to the audience, or else it's lost.
Yeah, because my Discord, I have like a billion so it's hard to retain a lot of information from all these projects and remember the dates and everything now, because like my left side of my Discord is like just it's like a garage full of just like junk. I have no idea what's going on.
That's the good part of having the Superstar Money Discord, because you just go there. It's one Discord. All the projects are in there, and whenever something hype comes up in a project, people are in those chats talking about them. So all you got to do is go look and see, okay, what's highlighted right now, and you go and you click on it. But you know what though, if you don't go on there for a couple of days, everything will be highlighted. I feel like you'll have to be checking for things. Big A, what's going on? The VV market is like the black hole. Nothing makes sense ever. I think it's a little bit more predictable, right? Like now you can see when people are talking about certain things or whatever, like you're a little bit more hesitant. People have been burned, especially a lot of people on VV right now have been there for 2 years. Plus, they've been through a bunch of cycles. They've seen how like the gem squeezes work. They've seen how pump and dumps work. They've seen how all of these things work and what happens. Like VV drops, a Star Wars drop, Star Wars collectibles go up, right? Does that mean that you go buy Star Wars collectibles because you want to pair your Stormtrooper with Darth Vader? Or are you selling Darth Vader because it's pumping because people want to put it in the place with the Stormtroopers, right? So people starting to look at it a little bit differently. And I think it's good for people. I think that's maybe the biggest perk of being here for that long, right? You might have gotten burnt on a couple of things. You might have lost a lot of value when it comes to your vault, but the lessons that you picked up when it comes to reading the markets, I mean, even though you're in that closed ecosystem, I think similar things apply when it comes to the stuff that is not in the closed ecosystem. I mean, look at the first day of the year, we had that Steamboat Willie drop. People got hyped about it, and then it went to nothing, right? So that's how the space works. That's why it's very volatile. That's why people say it's like the riskiest space to be investing in. NFTs, riskier than meme coins, riskier than crypto, because at least meme coins somewhat follow Bitcoin. Like not always, but I mean, Bitcoin hype, meme coins kind of, people are starting to look at meme coins, but NFTs haven't really followed that same thing, right? We talked about that.
And like, if you bought that steamboat, you're still up, because I think I looked at it the other day, it's still like 30-40 bucks. You know what I mean? I know it was like $1,000 at one point in time, but I think it's still 30-40 bucks. Yeah. So you're still up.
Well, I flipped it right away. I spent it. I didn't catch the top. Well, I don't even remember. It went like something stupid. It went to like $1,000.
Like 1,000. Yeah, I remember. And then
I sold it for like 400. I was out early.
Amazing. Yeah. And didn't you?
$2.
Yeah, for $2. And didn't you give one away?
Kobe collects.
There you go.
Kobe collects one, but he has not yet claimed. So he's lost all of that. He actually won it. He won it the week that it was pumping like crazy. He hasn't sent his wallet yet. So Kobe, if you're watching, I've been texting you. I sent them 3-4 DMs saying, send me your wallet. So if you guys are in Kobe's stream, remind him.
Yeah,
he has a couple of things that he's won.
It's like I think 30 or 40 bucks. That's still 30 or 40 bucks in ETH, right? You can get. And you know, one thing that's crazy, as people talk about meme coins, is that Newton is a popular Canadian exchange that we use here. And they just recently announced Pepe. You can buy on Newton. It's great. You know what I mean? It's nuts.
If it has a following and it's something that people want to buy, these exchanges are incentivized to put them on there because they want to get those eyeballs on their exchange. So people are buying other things there too, right? So that goes to show you. But Pepe, I think, has been leading the meme, right? So that's an obvious one.
Yeah.
ElmonX and the fine art pieces is a sleeping giant, super low edition sizes, and every drop is verified. There was something else that ElmonX just recently did.
Okay, so there's a lot of things ElmonX is doing. The most recent one, again, Banksy, yes. They're doing a lot of stuff, and they're also doing a good engagement. So there's a engage where you have to tweet, retweet, comment. You get points on the Discord, and enters you into free raffles for free collectibles, free NFTs on. So it's a new thing they just started. I just found out about it. Again, trying to keep up. I just found out about this. So yeah, make sure you do that. You go into their Discord, and then you put in your Twitter handle in one of the channels, and then it engages that program for you. So now every time, you know, you retweet, you comment, you interact with that post, it gives you points, and then you claim those points for a free raffle ticket to win a free NFT.
I need to get into ElmonX. Like every time I'm retweeting their stuff because I'm liking it, but I'm just like,
okay.
I don't remember when the drops are. I don't remember. There's too much going on.
I know.
But I don't remember, and I want to make sure like that when I'm buying something, because the thing with Elmon is their stuff is expensive. It's not cheap on drop. At least that's what I've noticed. Unless they've brought their prices down. But I remember it being like 200, 300 euros or something like that.
Like it's the thing. It's for us. It's like it would be like 200 Canadian sometimes. Sometimes it's like 100 Canadian. But I have quite a nice collection of ElmonX, and I've done it from the beginning. I missed the Mona Lisa. I tried that one, but I have been collecting ever since, you know, like the Starry Night and the Tut and
I saw that sweater. I think was it CGD that made that one Collector's Gone Digital? Was he the one who designed it?
Which one?
There was a contest for that sweater that they were.
Oh, the sweater, yeah.
I feel like he won that design. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's right. Dude, they're doing ElmonX. They mix it up, and they do. It's always new, and always there's like a new mechanic for the drop. There's a new way to win. There's like a raffle. There's always something new. Honestly, I agree with Cryptoni. ElmonX, and a lot of people have said this too, is that art. I think shout out to VV Arcade. He says this: art is not something you think is going to be. You hope for gamification. Art is art. Yeah. And if you like art, it's going to sell, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? You display it in AR, and that's what you're going to get. And these are massive, huge pieces IRL that, you know, I think in the future, if NFTs become a thing, which of course we all think they will, I think these art pieces, not financial advice, will be something, you know, and I think people are going to want these pieces.
At the same time, it seems like they're doing some kind of short-term utility with most of them. I've seen so many different things, right? You're getting either whitelisted or you're getting some kind of physical was sent early on. I remember the Mona Lisa had physical drop section that you can, there's 2 different ones you can apply for. One of them came with a physical if you're able to land it. Yeah. There's a couple things they're doing unique things over there, and it kind of under the radar, quieter, nothing too crazy. Maybe it's just the demographic of the people who are into that type of stuff. But I mean, Banksy, very prominent. And I think it's Banksy by Patrick Hughes though, right? There's like some kind of collaboration there, but still, I mean, it's looking pretty cool. Actually, let me see. There's a picture here.
Yeah, and then they had like a whole crafting event, you know, where you could where you craft NFTs and then you get a physical.
Yeah. So there you go. You can see the Patrick Hughes. You guys are familiar with it from Vivi. But again, like I said, I always forget, or it was out of my price range at the time whenever they did the drop. But no, they're definitely making moves. They've been around through the bear market. They've been growing. It seems like. Spider Girl. I don't know who that is. I love ElmonX stuff. Just a little too pricey. Yeah. See, I've got some people a similar thing. Any updates on Cryptoids? So the last update was the vaulting, right? When it came to the UFOs. So they vaulted. Actually, we max minted on the last day to get some of the pre-vaulted. But then I thought about it. I'm like, maybe we should max minted with the golden tickets and start buying them because the odds of the ones in the vault are a little bit better for getting higher rarities. We talked about this a couple of days ago with Bones. Yeah, but now it seems as though something else is happening and potentially looks like other ones might be vaulted and they're doing some kind of different stuff. Also, we've heard from the team a few times. I think they're going to be on another space. They just did a collaboration with NASCAR. They had a Discord space, but now I think they're doing another YouTube space this week sometime.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is not the last of the vaulting and burning of different ways because, you know, they said what line will be next. And also they said that, you know, the one of ones are going to be kept. They're not going to be burnt. They're going to be put in the vault. And if it's not a one of one Ultra Grail, 50% will be put in the vault and 50%. So that means that, you know, they're going to do other lines because Motu is the one of ones. But then when you get into the Disney, the Star Wars, and the Disney and Friends, they're 100, right? So they're talking about those ones, or so you know that this is going to be an ongoing thing from how they're talking in the content they're putting out. So
it's cool that they're kind of gamifying also the buying experience and and the holding. Not only that, by burning, you're rewarding people who bought because now you have less of a supply that you didn't know that you would have when you bought at the time. So I think it's overall win for everybody. So that was one cool thing to see. The one thing that I want updates on, and if you guys are watching over at Cryptoids, is these Ultra Grail Club rewards. We know that we didn't make the first cut on that first one where you guys got the skateboard. I see it behind you there. But the second one. So we got our cubes for being in the Ultra Grail Club now. And there was a physical that we get the address, we did all this stuff, but the updates on that is a little bit slower. So it'll be really nice to see a little bit more formal communication when it came to the Ultra Grail Club and deliverables and deliveries, because I know right now it's all in the background. I know maybe you don't have the dates, but at the same time, like a lot of people wondering, asking us what's happening. So putting that back on the team, hopefully they can come up with a little bit more correspondence. I know that they did something in Discord when it came to the third snapshot saying, if you had your stuff by this date, you're good for the third snapshot. But again, a little bit more communication, a little bit more, I guess, idea of when and how or what, if it's been shipped or where are we in the process for the second one, because now we're into the third one. Kind of don't want to get lagging behind, don't want people to forget or anything like that.
Yeah, it's like, again, when they have the physical thing, of course, it's going to take longer because we don't know what they're doing. They said that pick a Cryptoid from your backpack and the mint number and let us know which one you like in the mint number, and then we're going to do something. You know, it might be a piece of art, it might be, I don't know what it's going to be. But yeah, obviously it takes time because each individual one is going to be personalized to us, and then they have to ship it to, you know, all these places. So of course, it's going to be a long time for them to do that. But yeah, more communication on that. And also the next Ultra Grail Club snapshot was March 4th. And now I think it's almost 3 weeks now, and we still haven't had any. Yes, we had a communication last week saying that, or the week before saying the snapshot, you know, was done, and, you know, we're going to give you more announcements, but there hasn't been anything since, you know, so definitely more communication on that because it has been quite a bit of time before we heard anything. And it was March 4th. I believe March 4th was a snapshot.
Yeah. So we definitely need to hear back. Definitely. I think maybe we'll slide in the DMs and see what's going on because we haven't been on top of it, but now we think it's been enough time. Cryptoid, I spent my ElmonX drop money on VV Comics, but I got mint 14 ultra rare Spider-Boy 1. That's the one that people have been going for, right?
Yeah, right. See, look at these mint numbers. What is the lowest mint number now? I saw it on X. 11. Look at that. 11. You're seeing all these crazy mint numbers. Yeah, nuts. Congrats. I know Spider-Boy. Yeah, there was a couple of them that were those big ticket comics that, again, I tried the first day. I tried the first week.
There was one I tried to get just to test it out. I think it was Ultimate Spider-Man or something like that.
Yeah.
Went in the cart and then it just spun on me.
It spun. And, you know, on my credit card, I got a bunch of just like zeroed out, you know, pending things.
I haven't even checked. I should check.
But, and then I tried for days after, nothing. Can't get nothing. So I just stopped. I'm like, forget it. I don't care.
The new comics are so tempting with the amazing covers, but Vivi played me when my Spider-Boy order is not going through. Got a Spider-Boy for Secret Rare, though. So that whole thing was kind of interesting, too, right? It was that people bought them, and then they didn't deliver to their Vivi account, and then they refunded them, and then they sold them to somebody else. That's what happened with that, right?
I feel like there was some where people bought, it went pending, and then... yeah, they sold them because theirs was pending, but I guess it didn't reserve it. Is that what happened?
I heard they got charged.
They got charged, yeah.
But it never showed up in their VV accounts.
But
I guess that bridge, something was wrong with that bridge.
But it was still available to buy. So they like bought. So they like, yeah, someone else.
No, it was gone. It was gone, sold out. And then it came back, and then people bought it, and then they're like, "How can they buy it if I already bought it?" So it was like a big thing. But guys, you've been here for 2 years. You know that nothing is ever smooth anymore. I mean, it didn't happen to me, so I can't say. I probably would have been upset, but I don't really worry too much anymore when it comes to that stuff. I'm at work, can't stay. Just want to say hi. DQ in the building, guys. If you haven't checked out her blog, she put on a new blog today. Adventures in VV, definitely. I'd say one of the top bloggers that I've ever read in any format on anything. I'm into sports. I read a lot of sports blogs. They're very boring. DQ puts humor in there. She puts in a lot of effort. You can tell when it comes to storytelling. My favorite ones are where she does the analogies with IRL things. Like she did a whole VV community versus high school. I don't know if you read that one. Bone's one of my favorite ones. But she's done it a few times, and there's always something that relates to somebody. So I highly recommend following on Twitter, because then she's going to let you know when her blogs come out. We retweet them whenever we see them as well. But I mean, never been a blog reader as much as I am, and as consistent as it comes to DQ's blog. So definitely make sure you're reading them.
Super underrated.
Yeah. Hey guys, I don't know if he means that he didn't want to talk about ElmonX, or if he does want to talk about ElmonX here. I think he does. Great.
No, I think he is. Yeah, I think he's happy. Yeah. Great. I got that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That tut is super valuable. Lots of utility.
Oh yeah, that tut is awesome. Super great.
Is that quality. The one where you can go into it and then
you can actually look? So it's Snapchat filter, and then you can actually look inside. You can see it, and on Oculus too, you can actually look at it. Which
one was there where you can they like airdropped you like a metaverse or something like that? Wasn't it you who told me that?
Yeah. They gave you on Cyber. They gave you like a pyramid, so it's like your own little metaverse where you can put your own. It's pretty much like a showroom, and it's an NFT. Wow. Yeah.
And what can you put your other NFTs, can you import anything?
Anything.
Like
you can click your wallet. You put in any NFT you can put in there. It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I knew it. CGD. Yeah. Thank you, Alex.
Nice.
Isn't it like super early for you right now? Is it in Europe? I think. I don't have any, but the ElmonX stuff is always top quality. Yeah, it does appear that way. From what I think, I told you, I've been looking at it. I've been liking what I'm seeing. I haven't pulled the trigger. I'm one of the first adopters on Elmon. I won a free signed Patrick Hughes book from them when they were named. I remember that when they had a different name.
Yeah. Cryptoni is like one of those OG ElmonXers. He loves it. Yeah, it's great.
I met Cryptoni in person. I would never pick a fight with Cryptoni.
No.
I already love these pieces. I want to put my tut and the pyramid into Nifty. Can you bring the pyramid in? How do you do that? How can you bring the pyramid? Is it actual pyramid, or is it like a metaverse?
Well, no, I don't, because I don't have those in, but I don't think it'll come as a 3D asset. I think it'll just come as the picture. I'm not sure. I've never even tried to put the
Nifty. Bones has been on Nifty like crazy. I just see
every day
playing Nifty Island.
Every day. Blame Nifty. If I don't know something, blame Nifty Island, because that's what's taking up my time. Sorry.
Top 5 platform, top 3. Yeah, it could be. NASCAR's on Cryptoid. I think the vehicles in all of these platforms are huge if we can get the use case that everybody wants. Like if you can give us racing games on any platform, that's going to be big time, because people are going to imagine you can mod your car. Imagine you could get a car, mod it up, and then race it. Like Gran Turismo type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, how cool that. Imagine you can like imagine we can make a superstar money team, like almost like Call of Duty teams, where you got like the different competitors who play games get together and make a team. Imagine you can do that, and then like your races, and then whoever's in your squad can like accumulate points, and you level up the ranks. And it doesn't have to be only Cryptoid. It could be on any platform that could pull that off. Insane.
There is so many things you can think about. Think about just like a game, like a Web3 game, where it's a car game, but you maybe have to build your car, and then you can like you can buy like the muffler as an NFT, headlights, engine, paint. You can wrap it, the seats, and then these are all NFTs, and then you buy and sell all these parts like you're building a car. You know what I mean? There's all different things you can think of, and then you race them too, and you have NOS, and you know what I mean? You like race for pink slips and stuff. Well, then that gets a little crazy, but who knows, right? You've
seen Fortnite, right? You go run around, you're collecting better and better guns as you move around. What if you're getting NFT guns, and then you get mods on those guns?
Yes.
Or if you collect 10 of this gun, then you get the NFT of it, and then you can use it at the beginning of your next game. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be Fortnite, but give me a first person shooter FPS, and then give me that type of detailing where the NFT means something, where I now own something that I can start the game off with. Or then if instead of starting the game off, maybe I can play in this tier now. Now I can play in like rifle tier, or I can play in like, you know what I mean? Like, you just keep leveling up based off of what you own, or you can get access to different game types or game things by what you own, or you can get into tournaments that have great prizes only if you own certain things. Like, to me, that's where the gaming is going, and that's where people are going to want to get in, right? But you have to get that game that people want to play.
For sure. And there's all different use cases. You can think of like even as simple as, like I talked about before in one of my videos, it's Walkabout Mini Golf on Oculus. And if there's tons of putters you can collect, like those putters are NFTs. Well, imagine that you could create, right, like in Blender, or create these putters. You bring them in, just like a Nifty Island, you bring them in, and then you can trade them, your own creations, on their own market. And then all these cool putters and stuff, something so simple like that, playing this amazing game. Yeah, there's always
So you can buy. Wait, that putters are actually NFTs in that?
No,
game?
I'm just saying that, like, I'm just trying to implement like Web3 blockchain technology NFTs into games, like Web2 games, and I'm just saying how you could create like a putter and then bring it in, and then some cool putter, like all different designs, and you can trade it on the market. People can buy it, or you can give it to someone as like a gift, like, and then you own it, right? And
but
then
even if it's not like paid to win, like even if the NFT, I think a good thing for mass adoption would be that it wouldn't be paid to win. Because you turn off a bunch of people who can't afford it.
Yep.
If you just play the game, you collect a certain amount of things, you get airdropped NFTs that you can now, because you have it in your wallet, you can get into this place. Like,
and that's what Nifty Island is. And that's what Nifty Island is. You collect an in-game off-chain currency called Bloom. And then with these blooms, you can mint free, exclusive, limited edition NFTs. NFTs that are token gated to some of the biggest communities, Pudgy Penguins, Bored Apes, and only they can claim those NFTs with the blooms because they own that NFT project. And then you can mint the NFT, and then you get points towards the island token, which is the airdrop that is happening wave 1. So it's all Nifty Island is something that I think everyone should try out. It honestly, think about the metaverse, think about all these metaverse that we're looking forward to in Web3. And Nifty Island, you can bring your NFTs and create anything you want and bring it into Nifty Island, buy, sell, trade. Right.
Okay, we're gonna have to do some nifty gameplay here in the next. You tell me when you're free. We're gonna do it. You guys can come watch if you want. If not, we're just gonna hang out. Maybe next week we'll just do some nifty on Saturday or Sunday, one of those days. I deserve the biggest NFT facepalm award for March. I bought the first Starbucks NFT for $400, and they shut everything down. Like, you bought it this month? Oh my goodness! I thought she was in it. I thought from the beginning,
really, from
the start. But that's sad. But I mean, she's also not giving herself credit. She's done a lot of great flips as well. Did you see Gwen is dropping on VV? Looks similar to UR Miles. Do you dislike Spider? No, I don't. I like Spider Gwen. I think she's sick. I don't like Spider Girl. It's because I was told that it was going to be the best comic ever, and I don't know. We had an argument on it. And I won. Spider Gwen, go Spider.
Yeah.
One edition looks like it does look like the ultra rare, except for one thing, it's animated. So it will not be just like this. Like you got the ultra rare Miles. Mm-hmm. So I feel like this has a lot of potential here. I don't like her feet like this though. Her foot looks really big. Like, to me, is that just me?
I think the proportion is weird.
But I think the animation, it's going to be, I think they've done the Spider universe very well.
Yeah.
The Miles look sick. And the fact that it's animated, that gives me high hopes. I like that it's one edition, 2200. I think it will do well.
Yep.
41 is the lowest mint you can get. Yeah, it'll sell out for sure. Spider-Gwen, people get hype around her. I know a lot of girls nowadays, like got some friends at work and their daughters are very into Spider-Gwen, asking me like, where can I buy a Spider-Gwen Funko Pop? I'm like, I don't know. Like, everywhere. It just depends. Like when the movies come out, they come out with new ones, right? But now I can just tell them, go buy a digital one if you tell your kid to buy it on VV. Cool. I think it's gonna look well. I know that Casey is gonna want to go for this because she's doing cosplay of her all the time. So
yes, very
cool. Next week, March 31st. Is that Easter? No, not next. Is it before Easter? Easter's what day is Easter this year?
What day?
Next week. I think that might be Easter.
What's on the 31st? Oh yeah, that's on this Sunday.
Yeah, it's Easter.
Yeah, Easter Sunday. Yeah.
There you go. That's awesome that they got you that book. Oh, this is for Kryptoni. I passed by Patrick Hughes at an art place in my city. It was insane. One was 750,000. The other was, is that his artwork? Oh, he passed by his art. Yeah. He's got some nice stuff. The perspective or reverse. I forget what the name is.
Yeah.
Reverspective or retrospective. Yeah. Imagine they dropped Dale Earnhardt. Yeah, I mean, there's so many. I don't know if they would drop like the likenesses. I don't know. I don't know what they expect. We haven't heard too much about what it's going to actually be. I would expect, like, we did some massive speculation on Twitter after hearing Will and the NASCAR team talking on that Discord, and that was our last video.
Yeah,
we were talking about some speculation on it, and they have Disney now. They have NASCAR. They have Mattel as a partner, and there are toys out there that are already Cars, NASCAR, Disney, Mattel, from Mattel. So I think this is Cars written all over it.
Yeah,
because they're NASCAR inspired, right?
Yeah, that when you sent that post and when you showed me those die casts, I was like, oh yeah, I think you got it spot on. I think this might be the drop. But then when he was talking about Dale Earnhardt, that's what I was saying. Imagine they do a car and then they have the driver with the car. So you buy that in one package. That is the Cryptoid. You get the driver and his car. So that'd be cool too. But yeah, look at this, right?
You got all three. So you got Disney, you got NASCAR, you got Mattel.
Yeah, there you go.
And the only thing we don't have yet on the app is Cars. So
yeah,
we'll see. I don't think we have any Pixar yet on Cryptoids, right? So that might be the first. Bones, are you going to burn your golden tickets right off the bat? I'm on the fence.
Yeah, 100%. I'm definitely going to go for one. So we don't know when the event is going to be, but they had that comic where the Cryptoids are like in the tunnel. They're planning something. They're going to try to get in that vault. They're going to try to crack that vault so we can all have a chance. I am definitely at least going for one because if you saw my last video, the percentages of getting those higher rarities have increased substantially.
Do you think that the vaulting of the next IP, if they even do that, is going to come first, or opening of the vault for the zoos will come first? If you had to choose.
Ooh. That's a good question. That is a good question. If you think, is the vault big enough for two IPs? Right? Is the vault big enough? Can they intermingle? Like, I don't know.
I'd like to see the whole process. So maybe do the vaulting thing first. Open the vault. Let us try and redeem some golden tickets. Make sure everything works smooth. Then to go on to the next.
To be honest, though, I want to see the marketplace first. I want the marketplace to come out. And then I want the vault to open for ZooFOs.
Yeah.
And then I want them to vault something else. I want the vault. I want to get in that vault.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it'd be nice to get in the vault. I want to get in the vault now. Like that's my priority. Because again, now we all know the odds and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, 2,000. And there's at least two one of ones in there. Yeah. Maybe three, I'm not sure yet. And then even those grails, right? Those grails, there's 99 of them in total. I don't know how much are in there now, but
yeah. All right, what aren't they still doing stuff with? See, this is the thing. I feel like they left it open-ended. A lot of people in the Starbucks community are like, "Oh, it's a rug." I read that thing. It's like look out for what's next. And they were always planning to do seasons. We never had access in Canada.
No, we didn't.
But if we did, we probably would have been in.
I was trying. It was funny because I actually I got in. I actually got in on my phone, and then the next day they like blocked me because I think they realized that like, oh no, you're not supposed to get in there, and then I wasn't allowed in anymore.
Even with the VPN, it wouldn't work. Nothing.
I didn't even try with the VPN. I have never done this VPN thing. I need to try that.
I just didn't want to do it because I wouldn't get the perks because I don't.
That's the thing.
You wouldn't have been able to redeem anything there if it was.
Yeah.
CNN Vault NFTs rug me. I didn't even know they had NFTs.
I've heard about this one. I didn't know either. I heard about this CNN.
Even if it's late with the UG prize, it's cool. Just tell us. Yeah, I think that's what we got to get. We got to get some kind of announcement, like especially now you're into the next one. Like, let us know where and what's coming up. For turn, you guys think we might get IRL collectible of our chosen Cryptoid for the UG? I don't know if it'll be this time. I don't think it'll be this time.
No, I don't. I believe in the Discord. When Steph was in, I think it was Steph or Poof. I'm not sure. They said, I think it was Steph. It's not an actual physical. I think she said it's not a physical.
I wouldn't put it past them though down the line for a future redeemable.
100%. I personally think it's like because if you actually look at the utilities on the original Ultra Grail Club when they announced it, it said like artwork and like merchandise. I think there's going to be maybe like a poster or like maybe something like some sort of artwork that has your mint number and it's going to have your mint number and it's going to have your Cryptoid on it from your backpack. We know this because we gave them. So
that could be why it's taking so long too, the customizing of it, right? Because all those boards behind you, they're all the same.
100, they're all the same.
This one, they had to take people's data and figure out. I don't know what it is still, but I mean, me and Rob are going to fight over it, whatever it is.
That's true. You have to share it. Maybe it'll be like a kid. You have to, weekends.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I tell them I'm going to give them everything, and then I just hold on to it. Sorry for Jolie. I don't know much. CNN had some. I didn't even know CNN had. See, Alex, the Discord already shut down and bets ended. At least we got self-custody. Unsure if anything in the future to come. Yeah. The Discord shutting down is kind of a red flag, though.
Yeah.
Bones in the house. You got fans. 416.
What's up, brother?
You know, we're gonna have to do a 416 meetup.
Yeah.
I got the Spider Boy 5 Secret Rare. Got an email confirmation. But that's even worse if you get the Secret Rare and you don't get it. They told you what you got and you didn't get it? No.
And you get a refund and you're like, nice. I got a refund. Great. But like, that's brutal.
No, but the Secret Rare is like 400, 300, whatever it was going for.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that you knew what rarity you got. I thought that like you bought it and then they don't, when you buy a comic, they don't tell you what you got until you get it.
Mm-hmm.
So they knew that because you get it on the readable app first.
Yeah. I don't know because I haven't got to try. I'm not able to get anything.
Have you tried again since?
No, I haven't tried. Anymore.
Does anybody know if it's fixed? Damn. If you got a Secret Rare. So what happens? Do you keep the readable or do they take that back too? Like what happens?
Oh yeah. At least give you the readable.
And then does your readable have a Secret Rare cover? Or does it just like whatever? Is it just man? That's bad if you had the secret. I didn't realize. Sorry, man. I didn't know that you'd Candy DC Legacy Cowls drop. Yeah, I heard about this. So this is like the second edition of Cowls, right?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of what's going on with the Cowls. As you can see, I had a cowl as my PFP and I changed it. I ever since Overdrive happened, I haven't been a fan of what they were doing.
They nerfed it.
We'll see what happens. But it's almost like there's a lot of things that happen, but with the 2-year roadmap, we were all concerned like, is that going to be the end? And they said no, it's going to continue on. Well, it seems like it's like now they said there's still going to be ongoing utility for the back cowls, but it seems like now you have to purchase another item to continue on with the roadmap. And they said, oh, it's an easy barrier to entry because it's only $50. But in reality, I don't think it is. I think it's going to be $200 at least because there's going to be 4 separate mints of this one legacy cowl. And I believe that there's going to be a different crafting events to upgrade your cowl. So they're going to encourage you to just have one. I think you're going to want to buy more because you want to do the crafting, right? So eventually, I don't think just one is going to suffice. So, I don't know.
Utility for back cowls unless they do this?
No. So they said there's going to be still like voting and utility for the cowls. There's going to be utility for the legacy cowls. And then there's going to be utility if you own both, right? But I don't know. We're going to see what happens. But if you look at the cowls too, the cowl floor has been the lowest you've ever seen it.
They got to announce Action Comics, and they got to give you a 3-month head start and just build hype and let people buy, trying to get into Action Comics. That's it. Or else, like, what else do they got left? I guess they got Detective Comics still. They didn't drop that yet, right?
Detective Comics,
Batman. Yeah. I don't know.
Again,
that's been a quiet front. That's been a quiet front.
Yeah,
DC
in
NFT.
general, again, the NFT market is soft. It's the crypto is, but NFTs have not hit that that
not
run.
even close.
Not even close. It's actually decreased. So
yeah, 5:05 a.m. These streams are too good. Oh my gosh! I guess we got to stop so Free Turn could go to sleep. Kryptoni, 20 months.
Look at this, 20 months.
This is longevity right here. This is longevity. This is what you call friendship at this point. Okay, guys. Kryptoni, big part of our community. And we appreciate you every time that you show up. 5 a.m. here. Good morning. Oh man.
5 a.m. GM.
5 a.m. I hope that you already slept a nice 7-8 hours and then you're waking up early because you're just a morning guy. Or I just hope you didn't stay up until 5 a.m. on a Sunday. Alex and Crypto and Fritter, they're gonna go hang out after.
Nice.
Yeah, I know, crazy. Kryptoni.
Oh.
You're a Starboy holding it, guys. The Starboy floor. I'm telling you, I've been sweeping floors, do some giveaways, but that floor is disrespected right now. So if you ever wanted a Starboy, I mean that's that. If I was in the Starboy market, I don't know. I'm not telling you what to do, but if you like the artwork, now's a better time than ever. I feel like I don't know what it's at now. It was like 4 or 5 Matic the other day.
Ooh,
so, yeah, not bad.
Okay, I have to take a look.
Or am I still awake? See, that's what I was worried about. I gotta catch it. I mean, we gave you 15 minutes notice, so you can't blame us for telling you it was coming. Man, it's true. You've been in the Discord all night. Alex and Crypto lives in the Discord as well. He's also active on our crypto chat there, as you can tell by his name, and just great fan of the channel. I'm gonna mod my car and have 12 gears. Like Dom Toretto.
Yeah, like we were talking about how if you had an NFT.
We're back in the chat.
And NFT gaming, you know what I mean? Where you can have your different accessories and you have different car parts as NFTs. Yeah.
That was sick. Modding cars or just like any type of thing where you can make like a stable. Like, you remember WWE, like the olden day, they just had like the NWO. There's like a stable and then they would go do it. Imagine you can make like your team and you can be like, boys. Like, so fun.
Yeah.
Man. If you can put like colors on it, if they had like custom colors.
Yeah, there's gaming.
Thank you. That Gwen will do better than anything on Pinnacle. Just saying. I mean, Pinnacle market's not here yet, and we don't know what their IRL utility that who was saying that earlier. But it could, it will. I think right now it's the mid size is nice. I think the quality will be there. Animated, only one pose. I think they've nailed the last couple of drops when it comes to mid sizes. Like I said, Stormtroopers could have been bigger or even unlimited. I think people would have been fine with it. But I don't know. I think this is a hard statement to address because we don't know what Pinnacle's plans are. They haven't really talked, and we did a video on that. I did a video on that 2 days ago, asking them for a little bit more communication because we don't know what we're dealing with yet. So I think it could be true or it could be really, really false, depending on what happens and what the plans are. If they're in Disney parks, I don't know. We're doing speculation nation when it comes to Pinnacle right now.
Yeah. Do you think you're gonna do the Spider-Gwen drop, Joe?
What was the mid-set price? It
was 40. I think it was 40 gems.
Yeah, 2,200 editions. I mean, I'm worried that people are going to expect like Miles Morales numbers on it.
Yeah,
and I don't think it's going to do that.
And it's not the FA, right? Because the FA was more of a mighty.
Yeah, and it's not exactly. So I think we got to run a price prediction. Maybe we'll do that this week. I'll do a price prediction on one of the days, and then we'll go from there. And I'll make my decision after that. I do think it's going to be clean, though. I do think it's going to be a clean animation.
Yes,
the Spider-Man stuff they've really held to a higher level. So let's see what happens.
Have you?
It looks like. Sorry, someone mentioned it looks like the ultra rare of the Miles.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It could be the same artist or the same art studio that they use for that, right? Because it gives you those vibes.
Yeah, it's cool with the web and everything. Yeah. Have you used your MCP points on a drop yet? Have you tried that whole mechanic? No,
I haven't. But I mean, this is one, if you're really into Spider-Gwen, like you said, it's not FA.
Yeah.
I feel like for the MCP points, because of how many it takes to get into these lists, I feel like it's got to check all the boxes. I feel like I got to tick all the boxes that I would want, like FA, something that I'm super into. Like I'm not big time Spider-Gwen fan, so I probably would go for the 60% allocation and just right. But like, because then if something comes out that I really jive with, and then I don't have those MCP points, I'm gonna be really hurting. I'm gonna be like, why didn't I save my MCP points? Why am I doing this? What the heck is wrong with me?
But yeah, because then it's like, if you're gonna use MCP points, you gotta figure out how much MCP points you think is good enough, right, to win. Because I actually tried the MCP point thing for those gloves, right? And I put in 15,000, and 15 wasn't good enough. 15,000 wasn't good enough. I think what was it, like people did like 20, 30, 40. Yeah. So for this, I'm trying to think, like 30,000 is good enough for that. I don't know.
2,200 is a high edition size.
That's the thing
for stuff right now.
It isn't, as again,
it'll sell out, but it'll
sell out. It's not, but right now for the market sentiment, it's high.
I bet you when we do that market cap analysis, and we compare it to some things that have come out in the recent past, I bet you that I think it'll sell out still, but I bet you that the value might not be where a lot of people will think.
No,
they're going to tell us it's too low.
Yeah.
It's not screaming at me, use your MCP points. I don't know. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Are you going to use your MCP points?
I think really want this? To be honest, I'm not going to. I think if I go for this, I think I'm just going to try using MCP points. I don't know. But then, it's tough. Ugh.
And then they drop Pokemon, and then you have none. I wish Vivi would redrop an animated Electra with the same details as Spider-Gwen.
No, but it's fun though. You have to leave Electra.
Is Fro doing Electra dirty right now?
No, Fro loves Electra. I don't know what he's talking about because I see him use it all the time. He loves it, and he does not want it to change.
You wouldn't use a good-looking Electra, right?
No, exactly. You wouldn't use it the way you use it, Fro. If it looked better than what it's now, it's perfect the way it is. It's beautiful, and you know it.
What if they gave all Electra's utility and it's a trade in for the new Electra? Just like burn crafting for the new Electra. Sorry about this one.
Oh my goodness.
That'd be funny. What happened to sports? NFL, NBA. I mean, All Day and Top Shot right now, I think, are only hope for now. But we have seen sports enter into the VV and Cryptoid's environments now. We've got in Parker the boxing drop on VV, and we've got in we haven't had the drop yet, but we've had announcements for NASCAR on Cryptoid. So both pretty cool to see when it comes to collectibles, because I don't think we've had anything. The other thing is McFarlane does a whole NHL line of toys IRL.
Yes.
So that could be a gateway for physical NHL if you're into hockey. I mean, I think it's a matter of time before we start to see collectibles from sports. I think there's a little bit of a gray area, tricky spots when it comes to likeness because of the PAs, like the NFL PA, MLB, like NHL PA, all of the player associations, because there's lots of legalities. Obviously, it comes to licensing. Teams as one thing, but then personal likeness is a whole other game plan. And if people aren't into it, they would have to do like voting and stuff like that. So I think we might be a little bit ways away from that. It might be like more individual sports, like we saw with the boxing, or like people who it's like yes or no, one person, bam, bam. But I think sports matter of time when it comes to likeness. I mean, the whole thing on Flow with those cards or the Top Shot stuff, that obviously PA signed off on because he got likenesses there. So I think they're aware of them.
That's why I think on Cryptoids too, if they end up doing characters, it's more forgiving because they have the Cryptoid style, so they can do the real people in those cute characters. So it's a better, I don't know.
Yeah, and then we've seen some mock-ups that they showed off in that Discord where you had their own IP driving the car. So to me, that kind of says maybe we're a little bit away from that. And the other thing with NASCAR is that the cars are decorated in advertisements, so they got to find a way, and that's why I think cars from Disney makes the most sense, because NASCAR inspired all three brands. You don't have to deal with the sponsorship for now. Bring it out. You still got NASCAR backing, and you can do fun stuff with that.
Yeah.
I'm minting Spider-Gwen to match my UR miles. Yeah, they definitely look very similar when it comes to likeness or like art style. It's 12:23 in Bali. Off to do some work and have a meal. Is that noon?
I think it's noon, so it's like 12 hours. Is that 12 hours from us?
Yeah, I think so. Only Daily Burn showing up late. How's it going? Diamond, what's going on, Diamond? What did you miss? Yeah, I mean, we just revealed everything about Disney Pinnacle, all their plans. We had Alan on. You missed him. He was just here. Yeah, we just had a great talk. It's been really a big cluster of everything.
It has.
It seems like people are enjoying it. I mean, we've had quite a bit of people here for majority of the time. I think it's because Bones is here. So
no way.
What Bones has to say.
No way.
But if you guys are liking this, we'll do it more often. Rob's gone for a little bit on vacation. He's gone for he left me for like 4 weeks. You believe this?
Unbelievable.
Hashtag blame Rob in the comments. Hashtag blame Rob on Twitter. Hashtag blame Rob in the comment everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Blame Rob. This is proof. You leave for a month and you leave me here. But luckily I got good friends like Bones and the rest of you guys in the chat to keep me company. And I don't know, I've been missing it. I've been missing the live streams. I want to do more.
It's been a while. Yeah, because there was a time when, there was a bunch of weeks where, Joe and I were doing live streams like once a week for, I think it was like a few months, like a month or two. So
yeah, it was good times. And there was the spaces, like we call it spaces still. And I should do somewhere we invite more people up and do that. Today, actually, before we started, it was like, hey, Bones, let's go for like half an hour.
I always. The problem is that when we say that, we talk too much. Like you talk a lot.
There was nothing to talk about today. It was Stormtroopers and that was it.
Literally.
What else has been happening, right? So now, I mean, the chat's been keeping us busy. So that's good. We're going to do more this week. So keep the bell on. And you'll see us back out here. But 6:40 or 6:30 p.m. Wow, I'm dead tired. I mean, in Hawaii, you know what though? I'd live in Hawaii anytime. You know what I mean? I've been there once and it was beautiful, gorgeous, and not enough time.
Amazing.
Do I need to spend MCP for? Oh, I think we talked about.
I think so. Yeah, I think you do.
I'll do a video. I'll do a video. This is coming next week, so I got time. I got to do some market cap analysis, and we'll talk about. Maybe we'll do like some research on how much MCP points have been spent on some things and kind of come up with an idea. Maybe I'll pick Bones' brain what he thinks.
I think I think it's accurate. I think this
20K
is accurate. I think it might be accurate, but it might be more. I don't know. It might be more, but
it might do 25K.
There you go.
I think the lowest on the gloves was 26, 27.
Yeah.
I think this is bigger than the gloves, guys.
You think it's bigger than the gloves?
Because again, the gloves. I don't think that boxer is as popular. You know
I just think because of this whole sports thing, because it was the first, there was the hype because
but it's not sports thing. No disrespect to that boxer. But I never heard of him before PV.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people have. I think there might be some diehard boxing fans, and obviously he's with Tyson's camp over there, but I think Spider-Gwen, I'm not even a Spider-Man person, and I know Spider-Gwen. Like, to me, it's the reach.
Yes. Anything Spider-Man does well. Right, anything Spider-Man does well. So
yeah, we'll see. It's a good what do you call it? Homework assignment. Yeah. I spent 30K on the glove. I got the poster. There you go. Yeah. So 30K worked on that. Do they tell you if you win with the points or if you won without the points?
Good question. I've tried.
Another question I have is if you win without the points but you bet points, they're supposed to return you the points. Do you think that they just keep the points?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the points back.
You won though? And got the points back?
No, I didn't win. No,
I want to know if people have won and got their points back. Because then they would have got from the 60% allocation, right? Or if you bet your points, are you automatically only entered into the 40%? Because then what I would tell you is don't put any points because then you're going for the 60%.
Yeah, that's right? Strategy. True.
Does anybody know? That's rough. The lecture was made to be burned, sole purpose. Blame Rob. Thank you. Great live stream. Blame Rob. Yep. I mean, now that you guys are commenting it, it's amazing. It's making me feel better. And this is promote Bones. I mean, Rob, if you're watching, I mean, this is what happens when people go on extended breaks. Like people leave the office, they go on vacation, they come back, their desk is taken over.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens.
Dude, you can't leave. You can't leave. Sometimes, your job's not there anymore.
There's some more hashtags in here for you. Oh, you guys killing me. Blame Rob. Thank you. Okay, everyone's on our side once. What if VV drops an open mint Pokemon lenticular card for April 4th?
Oh.
It'll
April
sell out.
Fools. That's right.
Oh, it's open mint. It won't.
Yeah, that's funny. April Fools is around the corner. We got the Invisible Woman right on the stand. It did well.
Was that last year?
Yeah, I think it was last year. So,
wow, 1 month is cool. I wonder if he's traveling in Europe. I think he is further than that. If you guys are in our Discord, you'll know where Rob went. Now I'm curious. Your points aren't deducted until you win with your points. You just have to know how many points you started with and how many points you. So that's what I mean. Did they tell you? There he is. He's there, by the way.
There you go.
Your points aren't deducted until you win with your points. You just have to know how many points you started with and how many points you bid. But does it tell you that you won with your points? And I want to know, has anybody won without their points, even though they bid points?
Yes. That's a good question.
That's the key question.
Very good question.
Yeah, this is sus. There's no way that this was me. I don't even look at my hands.
Yeah, no.
What's going on, Rob? You came just in time. We're going to close out.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, thank you guys for spending the evening with Bones and I. Bones,
yes.
Thank you for spending the evening with us.
For sure. This was supposed to be a 30-minute, and then it turned out to be almost an hour and a half. So,
I mean, you guys been killing it. Over 100 people here right now.
Wow.
And that's, you know what? That's telling for the space. It means that there's some interest in the space where we thought there maybe wasn't too much. But guys, if you haven't already, first of all, go check out Bones BNFT. Go to his Twitter. He's putting in God's work right now, covering for Rob at 11 p.m. our time, because I was watching TV. But yeah, I mean, we're always grateful and thankful for you whenever you share your time with us. I mean, we love talking about the stuff. So talking about with you guys, it makes it even better when Bones is here. Rob's on a 15-hour flight. You guys can figure out where he's going. Taker's about to get on my 15-hour flight. So thank you guys again. You guys make it what it is. And Bones is from the community. I mean, we are very open to having any of you guys on the channel at any time to talk about what we love to talk about. So if you guys ever want to jump up, let us know. DM me. It's open. We all follow each other. But Bones, again, go check him out. He's putting out videos on all kinds of stuff. You heard him today. He's talked every project, any questions there was, Bones knew about it. The DC NFT stuff that's happening, McFarlane, Cryptoids, what other project? At Nifty Island. You're in everything, and a great asset to the community. He's also very active on Discord. So definitely go give him a follow and become friends, because he's going to let you know what's up.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I always enjoy coming on the Superstars channel. You know, it's a pleasure and a privilege. Joe, thank you. Blame Rob. Unbelievable.
There you go. Blame Rob to end it off. And if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar. Smash that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification. We're going live again this week. I don't know how many times, but at least one more time this week we'll be going live. If you guys enjoyed this talk, I don't know, Bones will be here. We'll figure it out, but we're going to keep talking about what's going on. And maybe we'll do that price prediction live. Who knows? On the Spider-Gwen. We'll have to see. But guys, I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll see you soon. I love you.
Bye.
Bye.